Okay, welcome to Pajama Day at ASD. All right, this is going to be a review, you guys. I want to start off with some vocabulary. Please raise your hand if you have the answer. Can somebody define partial quotient? Dewi.
A type of division that that's divided into different parts, and then you add up the numbers on the right, and then you get the answer.
Okay, that's good. How about just the word partial? What does that mean on its own? Aiden?
A part of a fraction or anything.
Well, okay, just partial on its own would be what? Not even thinking about math. How would you define that?
A fraction?
That's
Of
it.
what?
That's in math.
Yeah, I just want to break
like
it down
a
here.
fraction, as in it can be a fraction of a pie or a fraction of a pizza or something.
Yeah, or we could have like a partial day at school, meaning not the whole thing, or a
Yeah.
fraction. That's
Half
right.
day,
Okay.
like half.
Now quotient. Now that is a math term. How would you define quotient?
I don't know.
Aiden?
Is quotient supposed to be a problem?
Actually, the quotient is the answer to the division problem. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so to answer.
So when we say partial quotient, we mean that we give part of the answer on the outside of
And then
that
we
thing.
add up all the parts, and
Yeah,
then you get the answer.
exactly. That gives you the answer.
Oh, no.
Okay, a couple of easy ones. Denominator. Which one's the denominator?
I know.
Jada.
The denominator is the number at the bottom of the fraction.
Okay. So what would we call the one at the top?
Numerator.
Okay, all right. That was easy.
Numerator, denominator.
Exactly. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll start doing some review. Okay, the first thing, it's a little, it says solve and show your thinking. And then the second group says divide, solve, and show your thinking. You know what the difference is? What are they asking?
I just wanted to ask a question. We can't do partial quotients here because the boxes are too small.
Well, that's true. You can do it outside the box. That's all right. I think they actually, can you turn that into a multiplication problem even though it's written as division?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
just
you
have to
can-
get rid of the zeros.
Yeah, I didn't like the way this was written. Okay,
So you can do
because
7 times 7.
yeah, let's look at the first one. Let's say what would we do? 490. This is written like this: 490 over 7. Okay, yeah, we could do partial product on this, but what do we know about these two numbers? 7 times what is 49?
7 times
Got
7.
it. 7 times 7. Okay,
So we can do
7 times 7. And what do we do with this 0?
You add it.
We add where, Carmen? To the 7, right? Okay, so we could say 7 times 70 equals 490. Okay,
and then you get
everybody
rid-
agree? Okay, why don't you guys go ahead and pair up and do the next 3 boxes, okay?
So next one,
800, yeah. Because, yeah, 2 zeros. So that would be 4.
so we can do 8.
Wait, no. This
Well,
How you doing,
what,
Carmen?
8 times what would equal 32?
So
And
then
16
8
equals 32.
times
No, 4. So you can do 400.
8 times what equals 32,
So you
remember?
times
You agree?
yeah.
Okay,
what equals
so what do we do with these? So 8 times 4 equals 32.
So then
What do we do?
8 times 4.
Yeah, what do we do with these two numbers, these two zeros?
We add them to these two.
Exactly. So what's the final answer? What's the final equation? What does it say? 30? Go ahead.
32,000.
That would be
18.
Okay, only thing is it's 3,200. There'd be one more zero for 32,000. Okay, so the final equation is 80 or 8 times 40 equals 3,200.
We finished.
Okay. Let's let everybody else
would
catch
that
up.
to be a 400?
Yeah, it's a 400. 4,000 would make it 32,000. No. It gets on my clothes, as you know.
Can it do it?
Not now.
a little prank yesterday. The little pranksters.
Who did it?
Karma.
Let's work on these two. We're gonna.
Sorry, it was just small.
6 Oh yeah.
Mr. Paul, who put
Yep.
it on the t-shirt?
I don't think anybody put it on. I think it just.
Yeah, I
It
know.
was
but
on a
whose
chair.
was it for? But
Yeah.
whose was it?
It wasn't mine because mine was in the container.
Hey, it wasn't mine.
Okay, it doesn't matter. any of that. I'm replacing my shirt. Let's go ahead and work on number 2. Boxes 2.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
We already did that.
Yeah,
Six times what?
You said to do the first
84.
three
Okay, I'm gonna
boxes,
guess.
so.
Oh, this
I
Okay, but you have to make sure you read the directions on number 2. It's not multiplication, it's divide. So that's where you use your partial quotient.
15.
Oh, okay.
It's
You
yours.
are-
Can I just do another way?
Yeah, it is.
You do, okay, as long as you get the right answer, Dayway, you can do it whatever way.
Over here.
That was super easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can do it that way,
More
but
than 10.
they want you to. Yeah, I know, but that's why. Remember, you do it twice. You can do 2, 3 times on the partial quotient.
Do it this way.
Well, see, this one is asking you to divide. Okay,
So 2 times the highest.
use the partial quotient. 6 into 84.
Wait,
You know how that goes,
what?
Carmen?
19 equals 90.
Or pencil. We'll be right here. Go ahead and write 6, and then put the division.
Correct.
No, division.
Mr.
Now you make a
Paul?
box like this.
Mr. Paul, look at my way. It's
Yeah,
simple.
that's the original
Oh,
algorithm. Okay, that is exactly what they're going to want you to do probably when you get into the 5th grade. But right now, they want you to be able to break it down in partial quotient. If you can do both, that's fine, Dayway, but you might want to show that you know how to do the partial quotient on the test. Show them both ways.
Can
Okay?
you tell her?
Maybe
like
Miss
every time I just
O'Hearn.
do the
Well,
partial
see, the thing is, it's a difference between getting it right and wrong. If Miss O'Hearn asks you to show both ways, or show it, you have to show partial quotient, then you have to show it. Okay?
Mr. Paul, can I color my slime in these colors?
You're what now?
Can I color my slime?
No, you know what? Actually, I want you to get rid of the slime because it's distracting everybody. Yeah, Oliver, sorry. What's up?
The slime's so loud. Is that crackling?
Okay, well, it's bugging people.
No, but
Yeah.
like, it's
Trash it.
Yeah, it is.
Trash it.
Okay, watch.
It's not
6
mine,
into
it's
84. Listen, you guys. You need to work on math.
If it's
Okay?
Leon's, why do you have it?
because I
6
hate
times. No more talking. Seriously, no more talking. Okay? Thanks, guys. Okay, 6. What can we multiply 6 by? That's like a safe number that we can subtract from 84. Okay, never, when you, for your first number, never use anything that doesn't have a 0 behind it. Because you want to make it easy. You want to, yeah, but 20 times 6 is more than 84.
But 10 equals 60.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what, but we have 84, so watch what we do. 10 times 6
Can
is
we do
60.
number 3 now?
Okay. Yeah, if you're ready to move ahead, I was going to do it on the board, but if you want to move ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
That's really cool.
Okay, you can, but it's not, when you start getting up into bigger numbers, it's going to take you longer to do it, and plus, why do you want to have to figure out 6 times 14? Okay, well then that's fine. Okay. Now, you remember 6 times 6 goes into 24. How many times? We can't use a 10 again. Right?
5.
That's it. That's 30. So what could we use?
No. But then,
Oh,
9
I
times
think
6
I
is
know the
54.
answer.
Go lower.
14.
Something equals 24 exactly. And your times
Mr.
six.
Paul?
Oh,
I'm working with Karma.
Technically, there's a remainder here.
Well, we could do 3, but we're still going to have 6 left over.
14.5.
4.
Let's try 4. 4 times 6 is 24.
0.5.
Now we're down to 0. Now all we have to do is add the 10 and the 4.
14.
So you got
remainder 0.
14, remainder 0. We're not going to have any remainders on this one.
Mr. Paul,
Yeah.
I actually discovered that you can actually convert the remainder to fractions. So I just did this, 14.5 minus.
That's exactly the correct answer. That's the answer you need to have.
I did that too.
Okay?
Mr. Paul, finish.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Okay, Jonna, can you read number 3 out loud, please?
Sure. Nicole, Karen, Tiny, and Tasha are going on a road trip that is 58 miles long. They want to divide the driving equally. How many miles will each person drive?
Who wants to come up and do it? Aiden, come on up. You have 4 people. 58 miles of driving. How we gonna? What's our equation with the unknown?
So, it would first be 58 divided by 4 equals the unknown.
Okay, 58 divided by 4. Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
You got that, Dewey? Good.
And then you'd want to figure that out. And so what I used as a starting number was 10.
Okay, go ahead and write. Let's write this out then, as partial quotient. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, 58 divided by 4. Go ahead.
Okay, and then I use 10 as a starting number.
Okay.
10 times 4 equals 40. And you minus that. And then you get
He's going to subtract 58 minus 40. You got 18 left.
So now, it was pretty easy. You just do 4 times 4.
Okay, 4 goes into 18 4 times, and that equals
16, which wouldn't get you to your original answer. But if you added 0.5 onto 4, and you did 0.5, then that times 4 will equal 2, minus it, you get 0.
Okay, so you broke it down. You used a 0.5. We don't normally use fractions or decimals, right? So can you explain to us why you were able to use the 0.5?
Well, I use it a lot, first of all, and then 0.5, I can understand that 0.5 times 2 would already equal 1.
Okay.
And then I just multiply that again by 2.
Okay, but what? Okay, but the units in the question were people.
Yeah.
Well, were miles, and we had people to divide them between. What if they would have been race cars? Could you have divided race cars equally?
Race cars into 4?
Yeah, you have 2. Can you divide two race cars between 4 people?
No. Nope.
No, you can't. So what they're trying to get you to think is that you can only turn these into a fraction or a decimal when these things can actually, when the units can be divided.
And be
Okay,
divided into
yeah,
that.
and we're dealing with miles, so perfect. Great answer. Anybody have any questions? Jada, you got that? You understand how we use the remainders then?
Yeah.
You can only put a remainder as a fraction if the units can actually be split up. Okay? Great, good job. Listen, I sent you guys a link on your computer. Okay? Let's go ahead and there's some math word games, fraction word games. Yeah.
Someone put their putty in the computer.
The one that's pertaining to what we just did. Or the word problems.
Which
There's
one
that-
is it, Mr. Paul?
there's one for word problems.
Where is it?
I'll do this one.
What is it called?
Just find the part, find the total, find the other part, same denominators. Like denominators, multiply and divide, remainders, grand and bottom. Which one?
Fraction word problems.
That one.
Can I do identify coordinates?
You
There's
can
no
if you
fraction
want.
word.
I just clicked on it for her.
Look.
Wait,
You gotta go back.
Yes.
It's on another page. It's on the
Oliver, I
first
got a
fourth grade page.
177. I got a 177. I got an E in green.
wait, what do you do?
You can do a different one. You've already
Where?
done that.
Mr. Paul, what?
Mr. Paul, what is this?
If I pick one, these are all word problems. So do the. Here, that's a good one, right there. Okay.
Wait, can I do?
This was hard to figure out, but I always figured you guys could do it since you guys are good on
Mr.
computers.
Paul, please
Yeah.
help me. I can't find it.
Let's see.
I go to
No, you're right.
I
You're
sent
right
it
on
to
the,
her.
you're on the right. Go to fourth grade here. No, right here
That's weird.
is
I got 164.
right down here somewhere.
9 part 86.
Fractional word. There was fractional word game somewhere. Fractional word problem. There you go.
I think I basically got
just
it.
meow.
Come on, yes. 4 out of 4.
Mr. Paul, well, which one do I play?
Either anyone you want.
5 out of
Anyone you want.
Where did you get that from?
Okay, you know what, guys? Since we have to be out of here a little bit earlier today for the assembly, why don't you guys go ahead and get your snacks, okay?
Dada. They did. I was like this and Dad's like
Okay, guys, computers down.
It feels really hard.
Look up here on the board.
Computer's down. No.
Okay, we need to find length of perimeter of one side.
Okay, wait.
Who can tell me how we're going to approach this problem?
We're gonna do what?
Oh. Actually, no, I don't know.
How are we going to find out what our length is? Hannah?
Maybe turn. Wait, do you want to find the area? Or did I?
No, we need the length. Here's the question mark, the length. And then we're going to look for the perimeter.
I think you add. No, this 9 and this 9 to that. No, I have.
You will add at the end to get the perimeter, but we still have to figure out this length.
9.
Aiden, no, you need to sit down, okay?
Wait,
You need to sit down, please.
329 divided by 9.
Okay.
Seriously, that's what I was gonna
We're going to
say.
use partial product. 329.
Oh, can I do this part?
You want to do this?
Yeah.
Aiden, come up.
Hey, but I just wanted to say one more word, but you said no, and then he's about to come up.
Hannah? Try not to stand in front of the. Okay. What's the biggest number we can use there that's still simple?
30.
Yeah, you want to use 30? Okay, good. Does everybody see how he's using 30?
Yeah.
Then you can do 3 times 9, which equals 27. So it's 270.
Add the 0, you got 270.
That's that. 9.
He's left
You
with.
gotta do that. So you gotta start from that. 2, 4, 12.
So you got 59. We have to break down to 59. What's a good number?
Wait,
Use.
is that? Okay, yeah. So you could use 5.
Okay.
But then 5 times 9 is 45.
Okay, he uses multiplication tables, 9 times 5. So subtract 45 from 59.
4, 5, 14.
14 is left. Well, we still have.
You just won.
One more 9.
9. 9. Then you get 0, 2, 9. 5. Then you add all of that, you get 36, remainder 5. 36 are 5.
Okay, so what we have up here, we're going to have 36.5 is our unknown. Okay, or 36 and a half. Okay. So now, if we're going to get our length is going to equal 36.5 meters. How about our perimeter? How are we going to do that?
Oh. Wait. Oh. Perimeter.
Who can tell me what we need to, what do? We get a, Hannah.
Add all the
Sides.
sides.
Okay, so we would have a 36.5, 36.5,
So that equals
9, and a 9. Okay? Yeah,
so
we're
then
gonna.
36 plus 36 equals 72. And then it'd be 73.
73 with a
0.5.
0.5.
And 9.
And then you do
And then 9 plus 9 is
Exactly.
73 plus 18 equals
91.
Oliver's got it.
91.
So our perimeter is 91 meters. Okay? Everybody got that?
Yeah.
Understand how we got it? Great. Great job.
Mr. Paul,
Yeah.
may I please get my water?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Paul?
Pretty good, but it's a bit brownish.
Okay, I want to give you guys a problem to make sure you guys understood what we went over today. All right? So let's do a little bit more partial quotient. Let's say we've got 98, and we're going to divide that by 7. Okay? Put it on your whiteboard and then show me.
Oh, okay.
You guys got a couple minutes. Take whatever time you need.
Oh my gosh.
If it's not more than a couple minutes.
we solve it?
Solve it, yeah. Solve it whatever way you know how.
Too much.
Start off with an easy number. Preferably one that ends in a 0. Okay? What do we have there for?
Yeah, it's a bigger long space.
Went in evenly. Very good. You can take off. Go
Oh,
back to
really?
class. Get ready for your
Is this
assembly.
correct?
Take your computer with you.
7,
Let me see. Whenever you're ready, just hold it up. Correct.
Can I go?
Think about 7 into 28. How many times? Jonna, you just have your multiplication a little bit. Good. All right, nice job.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, we, right on.
Right on.
Oliver, Jonna, very good. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Paul.
Thanks, Mr.
You did it.
Oh yeah.
Just go ahead and leave it. I'll clean it up. Okay, let's see you guys at the assembly, maybe. Okay, you had 7. What, 7 times?
Do we have to take our review sheets with us?
7.
No, that's 49.
We have to take our review sheets with us?
No. I'll get them to you later after I correct them.
4.
Put the 4 over there. And add these. That's 28. So now you got a 0. Okay. So add these two up. And that's your answer.
Hi.
Okay. Anytime you want to work on these, just ask me if you have some free time. Because you're right there. You've got it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
See you guys later.
Mr. Paul, why do you still use a camcorder?
Because that's the only thing I have. Why? What's new? What do they have now?
Cameras.
Yeah. I don't know. I borrowed this from